All right.
Oh, that's fucking hilarious.
So what? There was the testing, so that's happened, and then testing starts in February, and we're
Yeah.
in the middle of January, and
Yeah,
we've
I'm
been
kind of,
without racing for a month and a half.
I'll be honest, I'm not really that excited about testing
I'm gonna be real
because
honest. I've like
fucking Mark Marquez is gonna like start trying super hard on a Ducati during testing, and everybody's gonna be like, he's back. He's the GOAT. He's the GOAT. And it's like, shut up. God. I can see it now. I know what's going to happen. I just,
mm,
I don't want to see it happen.
we'll see, but
That's what's exactly what's going to happen.
well,
That's exactly.
welcome to the MotoGrandPodcast. I'm your host Patrick Bailey. Joining with me as always is
Caleb! What's
and
up?
we miss racing. It's been too long. Oh,
I'm
dude,
so
there's
sad.
still like a month and a half left. We're only halfway through the break or
Yeah.
the off season. This is halfway.
It feels like it's been at least like 5 years since I watched a live race.
It's been 84 years.
Yeah.
Dude,
It's
I've
so sad.
I watched the Gran Turismo movie and I've like started watching like car videos of like recent stuff just to like try to get some kind of fix and it's not the same.
I just want to feel something.
I just want to feel the enjoyment of the announcers going, "Ah, they're off." Ah!
God.
Oh my god. I like guys, we're going to be real honest here. We have nothing planned for this episode.
No, I'm gonna
Not
be
even
honest. I texted Pat. I was like, we should record an episode. Full well thinking that something's happened. I haven't been keeping up, but I know Pat probably has. Something's probably happened. We can talk about.
nothing's
We get
happened.
on here, and Pat's like, yeah, there's nothing's happened.
Nothing's happened. The only thing that's happened is the Valencia testing after Valencia, but I'm pretty sure we talked about that in the Valencia episode.
I'm pretty sure we did too because they're
Because
hyping up Mark Marquez for
yeah,
no reason.
because it happened immediately and Marquez, yeah, it's Mark was like top of the timesheets or he was like fourth of the timesheets.
No one's trying. No one was trying.
Yeah.
He
Raul
was.
no, Raul Fernandez was fastest in that test. I will say
That should say everything. That should say everything.
I guess okay, here's what big brain moment. We're gonna talk about what we think is gonna happen up and coming in this season, this next season. I mean,
Three
huh?
Pete.
Three P?
Duh.
There's a lot going against that right now. Think about it.
Okay. He had the number one curse going against him last year. Who broke that? Who broke that?
I'm not saying you wrong,
Because I'm right.
and that is wild. That is something that is officially probably can't say officially gone. Is he? Do we know if he's sticking with one again?
I don't know if he's announced yet.
He probably
If
is. If he did it once, might as well. Or is he gonna go with
yeah,
like the number two because he's got two in a row?
second place. That's what I'm aiming for this year, guys.
um, I'm
God.
excited. I'm excited to see the new American racing team. See
Ooh,
how they do.
yeah.
I'm also excited to see what their actual livery is. If whether or
Wait,
not
who?
the Nikki Hayden like memorial that they posted with the American flag covering the entire bike is going to be in a whole season thing. I hope not. It's cool. It looks great. Like on
That'd be
the
a fire. Texas.
yeah, like
Texas joint. That'd be a fire
yeah,
Texas.
in Texas that's a perfect time to pull that out. Use that. I agree with that 100%. But if you're in Italy or like Spain, like Jerez or Valencia or Mugello, and you're like America, I'm like, dog, nah. We haven't had an
Yeah.
American in this class since Nikki Hayden.
Like, we already got a bad rep for being retarded. Like, don't.
Like, hey, I love the patriotism. I love it. But let's dial it back.
There are no Americans on the
This
team.
is a European. This is a European dominated sport.
So wait, what? I can't even remember what bike are they riding?
Aprilia. It's satellite Aprilia. It's
It
crypto
really is.
RNF.
Okay.
Crypto RNF is now run by the American team.
Is it a different name or is it still?
I follow him on Instagram. Um,
Because
let me
honestly,
go.
like we talked about it, but I never really remembered who it
I
was.
I really should remember. It's just they're so new. We've only like looked at them. Haven't really had a chance to like commit it to core memory by like saying their name a whole lot. I'm just trying to scroll through the MotoGP Instagram to remember exactly. Okay. It is Trackhouse Racing. That's it. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah,
So Trackhouse Racing. They've got Raul and Miguel. Trackhouse. I did a little bit of research into them.
I googled them.
Trackhouse. If you're hiring, I mean,
What's up?
um, no, but
God.
they do like NASCAR and like car racing stuff, and it looks really cool. It looks like they got a really cool team. So I'm kind of excited to see what they can kind of bring to the MotoGP world, as it looks like they're more into cars. So it's kind of them branching out. So it'll be interesting to see how they're kind of not just their riders, but their team handles the big stage of
Hmm.
MotoGP.
I think it'll be interesting. I think it'll be fun to see that. Like, I don't think it'll be like too crazy of a difference for them, but I mean they're definitely gonna have some adjustments to
I
do
mean,
because like it's definitely a different sport. Like same gist, different
racing
shit.
racing's racing. It's just a
Yeah.
big difference is like car racing, like NASCAR and things. You can come in for a pit stop or fix your tires, like, or if something happens, like it does happen, so they know they can get to the pits and fix something real quick. MotoGP, if
Mhm.
something goes wrong, that's it. You're done.
Yeah.
So
Kind of fucked.
like there's no oopsies. Let's try to get it back. It's next week, next race. Which is a whole different mentality that you got to have when going
Yeah.
into a weekend or a race day. You can't go, okay, we have it set up perfectly. If something happens, we can fix it. That's the car racing kind of mentality. Like, hey, we're good. Everything's good. If there's an oopsies, we can cover it. MotoGP, there is no oopsies. There is no room for error. Not on the rider, not on the team, not on the ownership. It is a whole different animal.
Like, you have oopsie, you get flung off bike.
Yeah. You have oopsies, any chance of points gone, and the drops your
Yeah.
the mentality, everything. It's
The only time like an oopsie's okay is like if 10 other people are having oopsies.
the only time the oopsie's okay is if you're on like the lap after the checker flag. Like the race is over and you're just cruising and then something happens. Then it's like, oh well, at least the race is over.
Like, oh, you got a problem? No, you don't, son. The race isn't over.
You're not allowed to have problems.
You're
But
not done racing.
I'm excited. RNF cryptos seem to kind of fizzle out. I hope it doesn't. I hope Trackhouse doesn't kind of have the same track record, and I hope Satellite Aprilia doesn't just become some kind of pass around bike from organizations to organizations just to keep some kind of funding, because
Yeah.
the team switch, the brand switch, that happening every year is just, it's doomed for to be booted off. I mean, there's no way a team can keep refreshing everything every year and expect to do
Yeah.
anything.
It's
I mean,
like
look
it's
at the
like
good teams. I mean, Repsol was great for a while, with Honda, Monster Energy, Yamaha, Ducati, like factory Ducati, things like that. Like those names, Honda Team Asia, those staple brands have been there for a while, so they have that experience to help.
mhm.
Granted, some of them aren't doing too hot with their bikes and things like that, but that's not really a team
Honda,
issue.
Yamaha.
Like VR46, when they first came into the paddock, there was very low expectations because they were brand new. I mean, they've been a team for 2 years. They're starting to get that experience. Luckily, they had the Messiah at their
So
side to help,
they kind of
which
had like the
which
goat to help them.
really helped out. But even still, they had low expectations. I mean, even Rossi in that opening season, when he was creating his team, he was like, "If we get a top 5 one race, I'll be very happy." I mean, so I worry that Satellite Aprilia is going to expect too much of each team, and they're not going to be okay with kind of any errors. But
Yeah, I don't want like Aprilia just to turn into like a little project team.
right, I want Aprilia to honestly, I want Aprilia to be the next team, like those
Aprilia is
guys.
cool. Aprilia is cool.
Like I
I like Aprilia.
Aprilia bikes are so pretty. Oh my god, just like the RSV4 is so pretty. Oh my god, sounds beautiful too. It's just the street
Does it make you cream?
a little bit. I
Yeah,
mean, and by a little bit, I mean like all of it.
I like both ways, about both ends.
All
Just
all
creamage.
all
Yeah,
ends. Yep, every single one.
nice.
But I guess we can switch over to Moto 2. I guess the new guys, Masia, Ayumi Sasaki,
Oh
and
yeah,
Anju all
Sasaki.
all moving up. I saw Anju was on his Moto 2 bike, kind of riding around. I think it was either today or yesterday. Pretty very recently, just kind of giving it a little gander, riding around. So he's getting that experience, which is good. That's it. So we'll see kind of how he does. I don't have any expectations for all three. I think if any of them get a top 10, it'll be a
Do
win.
they do like a rookie of the year type shit, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sergio Garcia got Rookie of the Year this year
Okay,
in Moto 2.
Sasaki's winning it.
Think Sasaki's gonna win Rookie of the Year? I think Anju's gonna win it
Fuck you. Fuck on you.
because Dennis Anju on a Moto 3 bike that he was weighing down was still in that championship.
Honestly, I like that you said that over the other dude, Masio, whatever.
Masia. I like
Yeah.
Masia. I like Masia, but Masia was like a favorite to win a championship for like 3, 4, maybe even 5 years in Moto 3, and it took him that long to do it. I think
I'm saying, bro.
he finally did it, and I'm glad he did. I'm so happy for him. He's the world champion. You can never take that away from him. But I don't see him progressing past Moto 2.
That's not exactly how I was feeling. I don't see him going and doing great things in Moto 2. I definitely not, I
No.
don't think he's going to make it to GP.
I think he'll win a race here or there, maybe
Well, yeah,
get some
eventually, but
podiums. But
I don't
I
ever
don't, I
think
don't
he'll
ever
be
see
like
him.
competing first.
I don't either. And I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong. I like Masia. He's good. He's a great rider. I mean, they all are. But I don't. Something in the bottom of my gut's telling me is like, he's not going to translate. It's not going to translate. He took a while to learn in Moto 3. It's going to take him a while to learn in Moto 2. By the time he does learn, the game's going to be changed, and he'll be out of it. Some new kid from VR46 is going to just hop in and take over. What was his
Me,
name? What was his name?
calebabee, pretty sure.
Caleb Baby? Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
something weird like that. I don't know. His name was
He's in the Red Bull
Matteo Gabarini.
Gabarini. Yeah, he's in the Red Bull Rookies Cup this year, so then he'll be in Moto 3 next year, and then probably the year after that, and then
Yeah,
maybe the year after that, and then he'll be in Moto
little
2 in like
gangster.
5 years. Once Masia figures things out, then it'll be a different ball
I
game.
mean, he does. I don't know how old he is, but he definitely looks like he's 12.
Could be. No, Red Bull Rookie Cup, I think you have to be like at least 15 or
He
maybe
does not.
14, 14, 15.
Maybe he ain't hit puberty yet. I don't know.
We'll see. So maybe he is a late bloomer, but
Little late bloomy boy. Either way, I think it's super cool that VR46 is like recruiting young bucks like that. Like they're not waiting
yeah,
until they actually get up to, the league. I think
I
that's cool.
I will
You're right.
say, yeah. I mean, VR46 definitely has a lot of guys in MotoGP right now. It's got what Bez, Luca,
Echo.
Morbidelli, Pecco, and yeah, it has those four guys, and then it still has Mino, Vietti, and now Gabarini, who are still up and coming. So those guys, I mean, those four guys that are in GP now started out from the Red Bull Rookie Cup era age. When Rossi was still racing, he was developing them then. Now that they're up there, I think it's good to finally start getting in new talent. They can, if they can kind of do it more often, and like basically create like a factory line of talent
Hmm.
constantly, that'll be insane.
I mean, I feel
But
like that would be like,
I
I feel like that'd be the
also
greatest fucking thing to like. I would want to be in that. You know, I feel
it,
like
yeah,
any
it
young
would.
buck, any young rider would want to be in that.
I
Like,
mean,
I feel like that's something
it
pretty
would
exciting.
basically be like a new starting point instead of having to win like local races, like flat tracking or doing like small local championships in order to get recognized. You can do those until you get into VR46, and then Rossi can bring you in from there. So, which would be like would be great for a lot of young riders, you know, to strive for something else instead of hoping that some Moto3 guy or some Dorna, some guy from Dorna just happens to see you on the street type thing. It
I mean,
gives you a
also I feel
little
like that's just
extra. It gives you more
is.
outlets.
I feel like it's so much better for like training too. Like you literally get to learn from the best. Like,
Right. My
yeah, like, who doesn't want to do that? Come on.
That's fair. I mean, the
Like,
thing is though, I mean Rossi hasn't kind of created that factory line. Maybe he's doing it for a reason, because it is. I mean, in the post where they were posting Gabarini as the new member, it does look like a very small, tight knit group that they keep and maintain. So it's very one on one learning.
mhm.
So maybe that's the style. It's probably what'll work best. I mean when you're
He's just here to produce greatness.
it's like when you're in, you know, in school. Would you rather be in a class with learning with five other people or 100 other people? I mean, how much are you going to pay attention when there's 100 other people and you can just hide in the back?
Man, I ain't gonna pay attention
Granted,
either way.
everyone granted everyone in that class is going to be in there wanting to become the best, and it would make it very competitive. It's kind of like a double-edged sword. I mean,
Yeah.
if you have 100, if you have, you know, 50 guys in the VR46 Academy, I mean, what, maybe 75% of them aren't going to be able to move up or anything because the other 25, and then you're just sitting there wasting your time in an academy.
Yeah, he probably just doesn't want it to be like washed like that. Like just
Mm.
overflown with so many people. Just like I don't
Yeah,
know.
probably. Yeah, I mean, quality over quantity.
Yeah, it definitely makes sense, but I don't know. Maybe he's also like waiting, just like I don't know.
Slowly developing it,
Yeah,
taking
like I don't know.
taking his
Like
time.
I feel like it makes sense if he definitely brought on more people. Like, what if he brought on like a couple kids like each year type shit? You know, like
Like two kids a year,
yeah, like, he could definitely do that.
like one or two kids a year, and then yeah, and then if, but I Russ, he seems to be very like personal, like very, it's like a personal relationship with each one. It's not like, I don't think he can just be like, all right, two kids, worst one leaves.
All right, dude, kind of suck now. Not gonna lie. That dude,
You're not winning me championships, dog. You gotta go.
you suck now. I'm
I'm
sorry.
sorry to say, you're not good enough.
You you had potential when you were like 14.
Head on over to
Not anymore.
Head over to Red Bull or Gas. I don't want you.
God.
uh, but plenty of things to come in 2024. I'm so excited. So excited.
Oh,
So
dude.
excited.
We'll be even more excited if we can plan that trip.
I want to go to Valencia so bad. So bad. Valencia would be so much fun. We gotta go.
Might happen.
We
Might happen.
got to go.
It's the last race too, I think.
The last we were talking about this at Valencia. My like main prediction is that the all three championships. This is my all three championships are going to go to Valencia.
Imagine, watch us buy the tickets, and
They're all
none
over
of
by
them.
They're all
Yeah,
over by
they're all
Phillip
done.
Island.
Yeah. We're just there, like, I mean, we're still being Valencia,
I
but
mean,
like,
we would still be in Valencia watching a MotoGP race, which would be dope.
yeah, it
But
would be a
getting
little
to
less though
see
because, like, what if no one's really trying? Like,
getting
you
to
only
see
got.
a champion crowned would be fucking dope.
Like, dude, if we would have got to go to the last race of last season,
That would have been crazy.
oh,
That would have been
oh my
crazy.
god,
I mean,
watching Pecco win that bit, oh my
seeing
god,
Martin throw it away, like throwing everything he
mm,
had at it.
Marquez crashing him out. Oof.
Woo.
Only good thing he did the whole season, baby. Only good thing he did the whole season. That wasn't even that race. That was the race before, wasn't it? Or was it that race?
It was Valencia. Well, no,
Oh,
Martin crashed out Marquez in Valencia. I think Martin crashed out Marquez. So
it
that
was
was
definitely Marquez's fault. I mean, it was both their faults because, like, Marquez passed them, and then obviously Martin, he's the one competing for a championship here, bro. He as soon as he had a space, he cut in, and then Marquez hit his back tire,
yeah,
cutting it also.
but it is what it is.
Hey man, I don't give a fuck.
Pecco back to back.
Doocy doo.
I'm
We the
I'm
best.
I'm so excited to see what happens. I'm I need it to happen now though. I don't need it to be a month and a half away. I'm watching. Thankfully, I got a AMA Supercross, Super Motocross dropping weekly now for on Saturdays. So hey, my fellow MotoGP fans, tap into Super Motocross. It's crazy. It's dope. I love it.
Hey man, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about right now. All I know is 3P, baby.
Hey,
3P!
but
3P!
Jesus.
Yeah, get your rate. All right. Yeah.
All right. Well,
Let me stop talking my shit. Everybody knows what's gonna happen. Pecco's gonna win. Marquez is gonna suck. Everybody's still gonna be in denial. Hopefully, this will prove that guys, it's not the bike, it's the rider.
this year, yeah, this year will be the final proof of the pudding whether it is Marquez or the bike.
Yep.
But that's gonna
I'll
be
be
it for
so
this
sad.
episode. It's a little short and sweet. Uh, just know
I'm gonna be so sad if Marquez does good.
we're starving for some MotoGP. So
I'm
we'll
starving and I'm also scared. I'm terrified.
have a good one, y'all. This has been the MotoGrand Podcast. Peace out.